Hello students, today we'll start with second video of chapter 3, that is heredity and variation. In first video we have seen Mendelian inheritance, what are clones, what are genes, that is the factors, and which characteristics were chosen from the pea plants, that is the traits. So Mendelian chooses 7 traits to raise first filial generation and second filial generation, that is F1 generation and F2 generation. And we have seen what are dominant and recessive traits of Mendel. Then even we have seen the terms which are used in the genetics. Now coming to next is the experimental steps. So Mendel was very methodical, and he first considered inheritance of just one trait at one time. Later he studied with 2 traits together. So when he took one trait, that is the one characteristics for hybridization, to raise F1 and F2 generation, that was called monohybrid process. And when 2 traits were considered, it was called as dihybrid cross. And even he considered 3 traits also, so that is trihybrid crosses. So first he started with pure lines, that is the true breeding plants. So then he kept his complete record, means how he raised and what he got, that is the qualitative as well as quantitative record of 3 generations. We have seen that pea plant life cycle is only 3 months, so in a year 3 to 4 generation can be raised. So now he conducted experiment on 3 main steps, that is first selection of parents and pure lines. So that is selection of true breeding plants for 3 generations. So he selected male and female parents from true breeding, and then selfing was done, means crossing between 2 was done for 3 such generations. Then next step, artificial cross of selected parents to raise F1 generation. So artificial cross was done, and this artificial cross was done by the method of emasculation. Mendel first emasculated the flowers of the plant which he had selected as a female parent. Then pollens from the flower of selected male parent were dusted on the stigma of the emasculated flower. What is emasculation? It is removal of stamens well before anthesis, means opening of flower buds. Anthesis means opening of flower buds after formation of pollen grains. So pea plant is a peculiar diadelphous plant, means it has diadelphous stamens. Means the stamens, they are arranged in 2 groups. It has 10 stamens arranged in 2 groups, means 9 are clustered together and 1 is separate. So this is diadelphous condition of the stamen. In the picture you can see here, And the flower has one standard wing, that is the banner, then two lateral wings, small one, and two kneel, which are fused. So this type of flower helped him to experiment very easily, and he was able to raise number of generation F1, F2 and F3 from the same pea plant. So when he selected only one characteristics to cross with, that was called as monohybrid cross. Means only one characteristics is taken at a time. Third step was selfing of F1 hybrid to raise F2 generation. So he allowed natural self-pollination in with each F1 hybrid. So what he did, he collected seeds separately and raised F2 generation. That is the second filial generation. And again F3 generation was obtained by selfing of F2 hybrids. Selfing means mixing, crossing. So when he took first only one characteristics from each of the parent and raised F1 and F2 generation, it was called monohybrid cross. So a cross, what is monohybrid cross? A cross between two pure parents in which inheritance pattern of only one pair of contrasting characteristics is studied. Only one pair of contrasting characters. Contrasting means if one parent is tall, other is dwarf. If one parent's seed color is yellow, other parent's seed color is green. So this is only one pair of contrasting characters. Means it is a cross between two pure parents differing in a single pair of contrasting characters. Single pair. So a cross was performed. See here in the figure you can see a monohybrid cross between yellow and green. So the seed color is yellow and seed color is green. So each homozygous parent in the P generation, that is the parent generation, produces only one kind of gametes. Produces only one kind of gametes. So here gametes are, capital Y means for parents, for yellow parents, YY is there, it is a capital Y, for green it is small y. So gametes formed are capital Y and small y. When selfing is done to raise this F1 gametes, he got a ratio, that is 3:1. Means what? When selfing was done of gametes of F1 generation, he got 3 yellow seed color plants and only one green seed color plant. So this is the phenotypic ratio 3:1. Means physically we can see the plant seed colors are yellow and the plant seed colors is green. But genotypes means the genetic makeup of both the type of plants is different. See, in first case, for yellow color, there are two types of genotypes. Capital Y and capital Y, small y. And for green, only one genotype is there, that is the small y. So this capital Y represents dominant character. So you can see in all the three yellow color seeds, capital Y is there. In first case 2 Y are there, in second case 1 is there, and in third case again 1 capital Y is there. So since this is a dominant characteristics, all these plants, they are yellow. And in case of last one, it is the green, only small y characters are there, which is recessive one. So this is the genotype, and the ratio, genotypic ratio is 1:2:1, while the phenotypic ratio is 3:1. So this is the monohybrid cross. And for monohybrid cross, he had chosen number of features, that is the traits, like tall into dwarf, means crossing of tall with dwarf plant, yellow with green seeds, or round and wrinkle seeds. So many characteristics he has taken. So many means 7 characteristics he chose for F1 generation to raise F2 generation. And he found out the ratio in all cases is 3:1. So he found ultimately 2 types of gametes are formed. Now coming to Mendelian's law. There are 3 Mendelian laws. First is Mendelian laws of inheritance, second is law of segregation, and third is law of independent assortment. Now we'll study one by one. First is law of inheritance. So it is a cross between organisms pure for any one pair or pairs of contrasting characteristics, and the character that appears in F1 generation is called dominant, and the one which is suppressed, means which is not expressed in F1 generation, is called recessive. So each character is controlled by a pair of factor, and when it is a pair of dissimilar factor, only one factor expresses. Means here only one is dominant, one factor is dominant and the other is recessive. That's why in monohybrid cross is example of law of inheritance, that is the law of dominance. So only one factor is dominant. So, like if we considered crossing between tall and dwarf plant in F1 generation, we will get all plants tall. So means this tallness is a dominant factor over the dwarfness. And this law of dominance, it is explained with the monohybrid cross experiment. So we have seen above the monohybrid cross. Some other examples may be curly hair over straight hair, brown eye color over blue or green eye. So this curly hair and brown eye or blue eye, these are the dominant characteristics. But however, there are many cases where the dominance is not complete or absent. So this is the deviation from the Mendelian's experiment. And this phenomena of dominance is significant as the harmful recessive traits are masked, means not expressed in the presence of normal dominant allele. Means any harmful recessive characteristics will be masked. Means it will be covered over the dominant characteristics. Here one more example is there. Purple flowers with white flowers. So in first generation, we will get all plants with purple flowers. When the purple color is dominant over white color. And when F2 generation is raised, we get both the characteristics. Purple flower also and white flower also. Means the trait, that is yellow flower color, is a recessive characteristics, or you can say it is a recessive trait which is not expressed in F1 generation, but it is present there but not expressed. But when you consider F2 generation, this white flower trait is again expressed but in a minor ratio. So the dominant characteristic C, it is expressed in major ratio, and the recessive character, it is expressed in minor ratio. So the ratio is 3:1. So again here also one more example, tall plant with dwarf plant. So again in F1 generation all plants are tall, and in F2 generation 3 plants are tall and 1 is dwarf. So monohybrid cross or crosses are the example of first Mendelian law, that is the law of dominance or law of inheritance. So just now I have said significance of monohybrid cross, or you can say law of dominance, is that the harmful recessive traits, they are masked over the dominant dominant characters. Like diabetes is one example, hemophilia are recessive traits. So when one parent is having diabetes, so that diabetic, the allele which is responsible for the diabetic condition by birth, will not be expressed in first generation, means the first children will be there, but in the later generation this will be expressed in a minor ratio. So in this way the dominant characteristics will be masked. So here diabetes is the recessive one. But again one main fact of this law is that this law of dominance is significant and true, but it is not universally applicable. It is not universally applicable. Means always we will not get this 3:1 ratio. Some exception to the rules are there. So they are called as deviation from Mendelian's law. In our later videos we will study deviation also. So in the next lecture we will see second law of segregation. That is the second law of Mendelian. So this is all about today's. Hope You understood this lecture? Okay, take care. Bye, students.